your raw reaction to these rulings and how significant they are?
These are very significant steps, and it is related to both international affairs, also domestically. The new regime, the new government in Syria also needs to prove itself with the transitional justice, because there was huge injustices before, during the Assad regime, and that killed, almost 1 million, and like 15 million, they were expelled from their houses. They had to move from their territory. Still, how they're gonna return these people is a big challenge, but transitional justice is very critical for the future and the legitimacy of the current government. Plus, there is another important thing happened today, that the Syrian government also agreed with Russia to continue with the Tartus and the air base, military bases of Russia, and there is kind of an understanding with Russia now. Of course, they want all the return of the Bashar Assad and the other responsible, his brother and other people, to the justice. But there are also, kind of agreement with Russia. Probably will bring some of the maybe criminals that committed crimes against the Syrian people, civilians. Many issues. Yeah.
If I may just jump in, if you could just just clarify these important points, because of course Russia has bases in Syria, and yet Bashar al-Assad is in Russia. Just link those 2 points together.
Yes, because the criminal, justice system, the court, Syrian court, ruled for the, criminal case. Ruled for the, proved that Assad regime and Bashar Assad is guilty of killing innocent people. So the court case will be raised against Bashar Assad in the international arena, against the Russian government. But in the meantime, there is also, a cooperation with Russia, because Syria needs allies. Syria, if they wanna, focus a certain level of justice, but you cannot kill, another 1 million people from the Assad supporters. So they want to move on with a reasonable justice, and they want to also survive, because there are many changes around the region, around the world, but the Middle East is especially volatile these days, and they want to secure the more balanced relations. Yes.
Specifically, what about the extradition of Bashar al-Assad? How realistic is this?
It is a little bit unrealistic right now, but it means this deal with Russia for the air bases, which is going to be transferred to the Syrian control, but the Russians will be there. And this understanding, I think, can facilitate also the return of the Bashar Assad. But Russia also was responsible to bombing Syrian cities and pushing civilians out of Syrian territories, etc. So it's not easy for Russia to give up on the Bashar Assad, also because it's going to be a question for their loyalty, but depends also on what Russia gives and how much it can support the new government, because the survival is also key. To stability is the key. Many issues, not only the kind of compensation or maybe retribution, but it is also major geopolitical plays are continuing right now. So there are many different considerations for the Ahmed al-Shara government, and I think they will be going the middle line, not to force too much, but if they have a chance, they will demand and they will insist on returning Bashar al-Assad, because he is now proven guilty by the court. So the legal case is binding everybody. Of course, this is also political and diplomatic negotiations take place, and we'll see. And it depends on how the Ukraine war continues or goes on, and Iran, US war also will have an impact, and also the Turkish-Arab relations, Saudi-American relations, the Europeans especially was willing to kick Russia out of Syria right after the toppling of the Assad regime, but this did not happen. Trump is more easy on Russia, and this might, we'll see how it works, but it's a more multidimensional and volatile situation for Syria. But it's overall, it is positive for Syria to have the case, to have good relations with everybody.
Ahmed, thank you very much.